They used to give me, but where they give me? They poked me in the back. These old never used to come and poke me in the front. Because me, I'm for the women, I poke them in the front. But they'll come stab me in the back. I'm about to go in depth with my life. You know, there's so much to say, whether you like it or not, or whether you like me. But there's a lot of things that I'm going to say. Some make sense, some don't make sense, because I was out in the world. And in the world, you can, at your mind that time, used to do all different type of things, And yeah, like my father-in-law, walk past the posy, but in the evening they all gave it to me. But me, I shut my mouth, I took it, I found one chick and I kicked it. I fight by the posy, and that time I had some beard and all. I took a blade, I hit a shave, everything, and I relaxed. But even driving my car, when the wheel spins, I don't know why. I was in search for something, but sooner or later, that will come to my mind, and I'm going to tell you guys. And also, I used to go to church. The wife, and that time was the first lady. Right, we used to go to church. And in church too, hey, the woman just used to like me, and yet go cuckoo a little bit now. I get involved, and then, hey, so many different churches we used to go. Every church I went, the fro wanted me baptized, and I baptized. I didn't know water. I came out. Hey, another woman came in my life. Hey, I'll tell you, hey, I don't know, man. Hey, so many times I was baptized. But, I love the Lord. And you know what? Wasn't for the Lord, I shouldn't be where I am right now. But, the experience I gained in the past, sometimes the things I tell you guys too, you might be going through the same thing. But everybody has to learn from the mistake. And yeah, it was hectic out there, and I used to get into trouble. And hey, you know what? I used to para. I used to fought. They used to give me, but where they give me? They poked me in the back. These old never used to come and poke me in the front. Because me, I'm for the women, I poke them in the front. But they'll come stab me in the back. I got one two holes. I'll show you all later on in another video. And yeah, so, but it wasn't too serious. And when I used to hit those, I used to hit those bad. But you know what? Those who used to poke me in the back, I used to vie for the froze. I used to take them. I used to poke them in the front. Because you know why? These was here, when they poke me in the back, they think they're clever. But me, I was more sharp. My brain used to work like that. Yeah. But I'm not giving you all tips to buy and do that now. Please, please, guys, don't ever do that now. That was my past. I'm telling you all about my past. All the things that I went through, And hey, I gained a lot of wisdom, knowledge. I understand now. When I sit and think about the past, when I tell my children now, I'll tell my future wife now, we sit, we laugh, and we laugh. But God is so good, I always put God first. But also, I never smoked in my life. I never drank in my life. But I had so much women in my life. Too much. Really?
18. Wow. So that's how old I was when I got married, as I said yesterday. But here's the thing. As an 18-year-old, I used to think that, I'm so grown up now. My body is mature, my mind is mature, my emotions are mature, like you feel all of these things. But are you really mature at 18? No. I don't think so. You know, when scientists and like these professional doctors and stuff come to you and they give you different age gaps and they say, okay, when you're 18, you're legal to drink, party, get your license, all of those things. Does that mean that you are emotionally ready or mentally ready? No ways. Not in my case. Look, I don't know in this generation how things are, but back in my days, um, being 18, being married, I was still a teenager. So I really didn't know much. One thing that stuck to my mind though, and that's if you're planning to get married at a young age. Um, I remember when I lived with my in laws in Reservoir Hills. I remember my mother in law. She was such an amazing person. Like, I couldn't understand it at that time. But when I got to really know her, you know, and when I think about her now, when I'm like 43 years old, I say to myself, wow, I'm going to be a mother in law like her. She never complained about me. She praised me. In fact, I was quite, I won't say lazy. I would say like immature, you know, like if I had to make the bed, it was like khali kali. If I had to cook, which I never did because she made amazing food. So um, she did try, you know, we did try to bond in the kitchen. And when visitors came, then she would praise me as if though I did everything. And I mean, which mother in law does that? I didn't do anything, but she praised me like I was her princess. She had three sons, and the youngest son was my husband. He had two gorgeous brothers. Let me tell you, um, his family was blessed with good looks, and I can tell you that. So, was I really ready for marriage? Was I really ready to like take that home and make it mine? You know, having two women in the same home, I was happy, I was content, but there's always interference, you know, especially when you get married. For me, I don't believe that parents or siblings should interfere. You know, I'm not saying that that's the case that happened, you know, but there was interference. But I don't feel that you should. You know, when you get married, just remember that you've made a choice to be with somebody, to spend the rest of your life with that somebody. And if it doesn't work out, majority of the time, it's not because of the couple or the relationship that they share. It's always has to do with the third person. And when you are young, and you know when they say teen, um, it's not advisable to get married. There's a lot of things that I couldn't deal with personally as a woman growing up. You know, I wasn't even a woman at that time, and I was also in search for something, like my husband says, but you don't really know what it is. That for me, I feel really made me wander around. So I traveled the world. Um, I love traveling. I found comfort in that, and I just love to go everywhere. I was like a travel freak at that time. But as I said, no regrets. And if there's something that I would have took with me in that lesson, it was not to make a rash decisions. Don't make your children make rash decisions. Um, accept their partners, accept who they want to be with. Give them a chance to be together so that they can get to know each other, grow with each other. I hope I'm making sense to you, you know. It's just something that I feel that, or you know, I say I live with no regrets, but I just wish I never had to be so young and be placed in that situation that I was placed in. Hmm.
Baby?
So, babe,
Yes.
what advice you can give this beautiful, lovely people out here?
My advice to all the people out there: work. Work is so important. Work, no matter what you are, what position you handle, how rich or how poor, work. I love to work.
Absolutely. And I feel that, when you work, it gives you a good balance in life. And if you want the good things in life, you want to go for holidays, you want to drive a nice car, you want to provide the best for your children. And if you don't have children, then yes, you want to spend quality time with your partner, then yeah,
Yes.
hard work really does pay off. But at the same time, if I had to give advice, I
Yes,
don't know,
baby. Yeah. What you
if
like to
I
tell
want to
me?
give my
Yeah.
2 cent words, like my advice, I don't know whether you're going to take it or leave it. That's up to you. But I would say live life for the moment.
Yes.
It's all about now. What happened in the past,
Let it be
back in the days,
toxic. Leave it there.
leave it there. It's not meant to come here. Don't bring it in the future. You can't look in the review mirror and drive.
And
It
drive.
oh God.
It don't
You're
work.
bound to bump everything, and that's the mistake we make. I mean, I know when it came to my life, or to even to our life, life wasn't like this all the time.
Yes.
Whether you make a bed of roses or whether it's a bed of thorns, you need to work to put it right.
Yes.
Don't just give up. Because like there was mistakes that a lot of people make. They just want to give up. No, don't give up. It's about now, and it's about making things happen now to make yourself happy
Yes.
now.
Guys, you know what? I love to work. And you know what? When I leave in the morning, I got my lunch and I'm going to work. When I open my lunch, I think about my family, my wife, my children, whether they're eating or what they're doing. But trust me, when I come home, I look forward for the pie. It got some gravy and all, but I take it because I love my family.
Oh, your pie and gravy again.
Yes, yes, yes. I love my pie and gravy. And what do you like to tell the women out there? Babe?
The woman.
Yes.
Okay. If I had to tell the woman advice, is if your husband wants pie every day, give it every day. It's better than him going and getting pie elsewhere. So when he comes home, and if you see the moods are not right, because sometimes whatever happens at work, they bring it home, right? And I'm sure you would, when you know somebody, you just know somebody. Like, I know this man, and when he has a bad day, I just know, okay, I'll be quiet, and when he comes out of the shower, or maybe when he's even in the shower, I'm in with him, and I will massage him, talk about good things.
That's true,
I don't
yes.
bring the things that that I feel that I won't talk about work at all. I'll talk about something that is going to lift up his spirit, and that really works for us.
It works, yeah.
It does,
Yeah,
eh?
and that's why I love my wife because, you know what, she, I come out like drained out from work, but she give me that momentum to push and never stop. And you know what, that's what, all women's out there, when your husband come from work, they come drained out, and sometimes they walk with a face, they look like the front of the train or something. You must not get angry. You mustn't shout at him. You must go, touch him, feel him, take out his coat if he's wearing a coat, or loosen his
What,
buttons.
babe? At the same time, I'm going to stop you right there.
Yes, we can.
Because do you think that life has always been this rosy for us?
Never. We had a rough journey. We had a absolutely rough journey.
You think that we've never came into fights and blows? No. Don't be
We went.
fooled.
We went.
We've been through a
We've
lot.
been through it.
So, watch tomorrow's episode and find out what demon was attacking us.
Yes.
Stay tuned. Love you.